At this point, we've already done a handful of these problems together. If you choose to, I'm going to invite you to try the rest of these problems on your own. If you are not fully feeling comfortable just yet, that's okay. Let's work on them together. And at some point, I just would like to encourage you to pause the video and try some of these on your own though. All right, so without further ado, let's get into problem number 7. A car accelerates uniformly from rest to 18 meters per second, which is equivalent to roughly 40 miles an hour in 6.5 seconds. Find the distance the car traveled during this time. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a car, and it's going to start from here, and it's going to travel over here in the time span of 6.5 seconds. Okay, it's saying that starting from rest. Okay, so it's just going to go from over here to over here in the time span of 6.5 seconds. It says that it accelerates uniformly. What basically that's just meaning is it is constantly accelerating. So it's another word for constant acceleration. I wouldn't really put too much thought into it. All right, so let's just get into this and start writing out given information. What would you say that the initial position of the car is? Hopefully by now you're getting the point of this and saying that's 0. It's not being specified to us what the position of the car is initially, so we're just going to say it's equal to 0. And then what do we got? Car accelerates uniformly from rest. Oh, if it's at rest, what does that tell us about our initial velocity? And it's going to 18 meters per second. What is 18 meters per second telling us? Oh, hopefully you're saying that that's our final velocity. Our key indicator here is that it tells us the units of meters per second. That's our indicator saying that that's our velocity. If you're not picking up on the idea of these units by now, what I highly suggest you do is come back over here. You look at these quantities and the associated units, and you just kind of memorize these. And I hate to use the word memorize, but at certain times you kind of just need to. All right, so what else do we have? We already have our 18 meters per second, and then 6.5 seconds. Well, that's simply the time elapsed. And it's asking us to find the distance the car traveled. Well, that's just going to be the final position, right? All right, and what do we not care about? What is acceleration being given here? It tells us the car is accelerating, but it doesn't give us any information about the acceleration whatsoever. I mean, we do see that the car does go from an initial velocity of 0 to a final velocity of 18 meters per second, which is the definition of acceleration, but we're not given any information about the acceleration, and it's not asking us about the acceleration. So that's the variable that we don't care about. So coming through here, first of all, is the problem having to do with the average velocity? No, right? So we're just going to come back down here. Once again, looking through here, does it have to do with average velocity? No. So we're just going to be identifying these equations over here, looking for the variable that we don't care about, which once again is acceleration. So over here, we have acceleration right there. We don't care about this one. That's not our formula. What about this one? No. Okay. Ooh. And what about this one? Oh, we got acceleration right there. We don't care about this one. And for this formula right here, ooh, we got acceleration right there. So we don't care about that formula. So very simply, we're going to be using formula number 4. And I'm just going to erase our beautiful drawing right there. So let's just plug in and let's solve out for this. All right, so our final position, oh, look at that. This is going to be really simple, being that we have the variable already isolated. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Okay, so we actually have this 0 right here. That's not going to provide any value. What about this 0 over here? That provides no value. So let's just plug this into our calculator. We have 1/2, and that's being multiplied by our 18, and that's being multiplied by our 6.5. Just keep in mind, hey, you know what? This is 1/2 times a positive 18 times 6.5. This is not 1/2 plus 18. We have 1/2, and then that positive 18 is wrapped in parentheses. That tells us that's 1/2 times a positive 18 times 6.5. Don't get that confused. Okay, so we're just going to plug this into our calculator and we'll get the final answer of 58.5 meters.